Who did? Who did? You wasn't on the show.
I said
he was taking over goddamn roster.
What's wrong with wanting to play with somebody you love?
When J.R. Smith and Chris Smith.
J.R. Smith,
he got criticized for that.
No,
yes.
they're not in the media like every day like Ron is.
Well, but their dad is in LeBron James.
Yeah, but it's a couple of things.
He's not in the GOAT. That's the point.
In a couple ways. Hold on. Giannis is a bad example. Giannis, I did it.
No, he's the only foreigner that needed somebody next to him.
No, I said it.
I said that needed help.
He's the only forward of brother that damn good.
Right. Real talk.
Okay? Everybody in Giannis.
Joker brother should be on the bench with him.
Like I get.
He should.
He was in the league before Giannis taking up the roster spot.
Yeah, agree.
He was in the league before Giannis.
But you're not wrong with what you're saying. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that it depends on the story. Everything isn't meant to be put on Front Street day one. Sometimes you wait.
And we're the same. I'm the same one that sit on this couch saying we're gonna treat him as the 55th pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
My son was the 52nd pick. I fucking get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It worked out for KJ in year 5. He listened, he got better, he did this. It was a decent situation to play. It just, right? It's just unfortunate my name ain't to that. Where everything that KJ has done, everything that he's doing is being critiqued.
But it's helped.
Right? It's helped.
Because with you were a rough rider. Everybody know you could defend your ass off. Everybody, you wasn't scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna be some soft ass playing alongside you. You wasn't having it. No one disrespected
TJ.
They scaring him.
But it's not about being scared of him. No. It's his makeup. No, it's his makeup.
Yeah, because it was super dry. It was already dry with the peanut butter. All right, you eat it dry and tell me how you like it. Try it.
So he comes into the league, but it's not just about respect for him as a player. It's respect for how he handled his son coming into the league. You said, listen, you talk. I had to ask you about your son the other day. I've been hearing about his son for a while. I had to ask him about him. You understand what I'm saying? You got to ask. I mean, Melo, listen to Melo talk about how he had to step back. You know he was desperate for his son to go to Syracuse, but he didn't want to influence him. You said, Melo never talked about his son like that. You had to ask him. And so you see a lot of this stuff happen, and then you see this. And I'm like, so as a media member, now, this is the part y'all may not take into consideration. You don't have to care, but we do. If I don't say nothing. Wait a minute now. I would have said something about somebody else.
Facts.
I would have said something before. How long am I supposed to go without doing my job? The brother is in the NBA. He is wearing a Lakers uniform. So it's like, wait a minute here. You got to a point where it left you no choice. So then all you can do is speak respectfully, but honestly. And then everybody was caught up in as a father.
Facts.
And I'm like, come on, man.
Come on. This how simple it goes. It goes this simple.
Please.
You've always been stand-up Steve. So whenever it's a situation that we looking to Steve to stand up, and they're trying to take that away from you, you got to look at it. From my perspective, I'm like, I'm always the one that's going to say something. Right? And I'm going to be always the one that's the hater. Because what I'm saying is in opposition to what everyone either believes or has been told.
Okay.
So I've always taken the Stephen A. Smith seat.
Okay.
I'm going to say it. Yeah, I said it. I know some of y'all feel that way, and I know some of y'all.
This is a bad example. He's a superstar. He comes over to America, and they were talking about how he was alone and he not comfortable because he not trusting. So you got that man there to keep him comfortable. Wait a minute.
Right.
Because you ain't going to the 12th man on the bench any damn way. So stop that. Now, to get to your point, you're right, except for one thing. I haven't always spoken first. There's plenty of times in my career where I've laid back. and I haven't said anything, and I've waited. It's just that when I spoke,
That's what I'm saying.
that it resonates.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You holding back.
It's not always
But you holding back sometimes works against you because you could have said it when everybody was feeling it and everybody knew it was supposed to come out and you supposed to say it, right? So you holding that Bronny information, you holding on to it, knowing we all saying it.
Right.
Stand up Steve to say it because that's gonna validate it.
Right.
It's like if Steve see it, we know it's boom.
Yeah, but in that situation,
I don't know if he said anything.
Because sometimes the story is more potent when you wait, as opposed to you being just get it out there first. Nah, sometimes you want to wait and see. You can do that. You get to make that decision as a media member as long as you're honest about it.
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Is the timing right now as potent as it is? Is it bubbled up at the right time now?
Well, he made it that way.
For everybody. For the league, for Steve, you just signed your deal. That happened. The league is just got Luka. They just turned the viewership coin. Everything has turned due to all of these interactions.
I'm still saying it still depends on the story. It depends on how much something is resonating and how much is percolating. If the shit's percolating, damn right you touch on it. If it ain't that big of a deal in people's eyes, then you might wait.
Real talk.
But he made it what it is. When he rolled up on me courtside.
Okay, isn't it weak though? Yeah. Like when you think about it, you know he wasn't ready, right? As a father, you're still a father to your son. You're still trying to praise them and make them feel like they're worthy of playing basketball because they can get discouraged at any moment in time, right? So I'm pretty sure every game he's over there, like, you got it, don't worry about it, just go out there and play your game. That's that part of it. The NBA part knows he's not ready, right? But as the father part, him sitting there nervous and shit, you're like, no, hey, relax. You're going to go out there and play. At what point, when he gets drafted 55, do you supposed to sit back and be like, all right, there's nothing to talk about here. He's 55. He wasn't 17. He wasn't a first round. His draft status actually let you know what
He was. Right, real
What I'm
talk.
saying to you.
But the difference is though, if Jordan's son was 55th overall, we'd be talking about Marcus Jordan. Let's say if it was this time period, they would talk about him every day. It would never stop talking about him.
That very draft status that you pointed to, all of us would have that attitude if his pops hadn't done what he did.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that because of what he did publicly, we had no choice but to ultimately address it. And as a 55th, all he had to do is this. Listen, I got this moment with my son. All right, now it's time to go to the G League and do what you're doing. And we'll see you next year.
Or let the draft happen organically, and if somebody's going to draft him, let them draft. Like, you never know, just for shits and giggles. Right? What if somebody at 44 wanted to pick him? I'm just for shits and giggles. No, I get it. Right? But somebody at 44 wanted to pick him, right? Yes. So you gonna stop? Yes.
Because he wants to play with his kid. He don't want to see his kid.
He don't want to see his kid in the NBA. Okay.
He wants to play on the same.
I think we're missing.
That's way different. That's way different.
And here's why. My son could have died. Yes. I've been in the league 21 years, right? So what is the dream? Hold on. I've been in the league 21 years. What is Bronny's dream? I've been to be in the NBA.
Real talk,
I've been in the league 21 years. I missed 19 to 20 years of his life. You know how we are as parents. We're in, we're out, we're in, we're out. My firstborn with my name almost passed. And you're telling me that I'm gonna keep playing this league to miss this? Fuck no. This is gonna be the first time in my career where I get 360 fucking 5 days with my son. But you don't. I'm not letting someone else draft him. I want him near me.
What about
because
Bryce?
of what happened?
Are you gonna do it to Bryce too?
But you don't get every day. I do get every day. If he's on his team, I get every day. But he's not. He plays. I get more than I did for the last whatever. He plays on the G. He gets to come home to me though. He lives by himself. But I'm saying he gets to come home to me. He's a pro. Are you not? Are you understanding? He's a professional. Once something happens to his kid. Everything that you're saying is true, Gil. Yes. Yes, absolutely. 100% factual. I hear you. Yes. But what is Bronny's dream? Bronny's dream was to be in the NBA. Bronny's dream was this. I don't give a fuck where I get drafted. I just want to hear my name.
So why not?
Mm.
So therefore, what I'm saying is,
That was his dream.
let that happen organically.
As a father, I don't want it to happen organically on your draft.
Hold on, Gil.
Mm.
Happen on my
Hold on, hold on, Sway. Hold on, Gil.
So you don't think it meant something for me to hear? Listen, I told y'all sitting this motherfucker, I was a bigger wreck on KJ's draft day than he fucking was.
Right.
Mm.
Right?
For sure.
A bigger wreck I'm trying to stay away from.
Right.
Because I don't want him to sense this shit.
Right.
Right? So yeah, I wanted more than he fucking wanted.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's his dream and his journey is what I'm saying.
Who
I'm
cried?
happy for him. I did.
No. Who cried when Bronny got drafted?
I didn't watch
They
it.
said it was Bronny. I thought I saw him crying.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he did.
His
So
only dream was to hear his
his name called.
That's
Yes.
it.
I'm with you.
Facts.
Yes, Gil. Yes.
Right.
Absolutely. Hear his name called for any fucking team.
Right.
Mm.
For any team. Right?
Right.
For any
But
team.
once here's what he's saying. He said any team, right? Which means that when we're talking about the Lakers, that's about LeBron, not Bronny.
Facts.
Bronny wanted to get drafted
For
by
anybody,
any
but
team.